The new Gemini 2.5 Flash-Lite has just been announced. Is it revolutionary or just another hyped up release? I spent hours putting Google's latest AI model through brutal real world tests, and the results will shock you. Here's what you're going to discover. So, you're going to discover why this lightning fast model crushed expensive competitors in coding challenges. On top of that, you'll discover the shocking moment when a $0.01 model outperformed premium alternatives, and how I built multiple games in seconds using prompts to break other. The new Gemini 2.5 Flash-Lite model is here. It's just been announced a few hours ago. And today we're asking the question we're all asking, which is it insane or is it not insane? And we're going to be testing it out and seeing how it performs step by step, all right? So there's two different versions of 2.5 Flash-Lite, like you can see. So there's thinking and there's non-thinking. They're both preview models right now, so they're not generally available, but we can use it inside AI Studio, and we can also use it inside OpenRouter. I'll be testing out with some of my favorite prompts to see how it performs directly. All right, so you can see here in terms of the benchmarks, the cost, how it performs, etc. But to be honest, I always take these with a little pinch of salt because you never really know how it performs until you test it out with some real world prompts. So that's what we're going to do with this list of prompts right here. So let's get straight into it. We're going to start testing this out. Also, what I'll do in the meantime is I'll test this out with Gemini 2.5 Pro in the background just to show you what it's capable of doing versus what you can do with Gemini 2.5 Flash-Lite. All right, so we're going to go with 2.5 Pro in the background just to show you the benchmark for what's possible, and then we'll run inside AI Studio Flash-Lite preview and see if this model is good or not, all right, whether it's actually worth switching to. And I would recommend selecting thinking mode just so you get better outputs. We'll plug in this prompt, which is create a visually stimulating Space Invaders game where the aesthetics trigger loads of dopamine, look amazing on screen, plus a load of stuff happening. Make sure you have a central player that can shoot, etc. We'll hit run on that. Okay? So we're going to test this out and see how we do. All right. And in the meantime, you can see Gemini 2.5 Pro is coding in the background here. Now it is insanely fast. I'll give you that. Like you can see this is already done. And if we compare that, we've got this in the background. Coding Gemini 2.5 Pro takes a lot longer to code out. So Flash obviously wins on speed. It is a much lighter model. And then we've got the game right here, right? And it actually looks pretty cool. So let's pull this up and see how it goes. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Like the game itself looks good. This was coded in one prompt, so we just one-shotted this bad boy. But it looks pretty good. Quite easy to set up. Worked perfectly first time round. And it coded it faster than Gemini 2.5 Pro. In fact, here's the insane thing about all of this, is that if we have a look at this, right, Gemini 2.5 Flash-Lite preview coded it perfectly first time round, right? We can see that in this game. Gemini 2.5 Pro, which is a much more expensive model, much slower model, and supposedly much more powerful model, actually didn't code this at all, right? Didn't code it in one shot anyway. It failed the one-shot test. Now, we're going to fix this error and see how it does in the background. But in terms of performance, it's pretty surprising that 2.5 Flash wins that bad boy. All right? So we're going to move on to the next prompt. In the meantime, we'll give the slowpoke Gemini 2.5 Pro a little bit of extra space and time on that last prompt. We'll take the next one, which is build the dopamine drums visual. So we're going to go back into AI Studio over here, and we'll plug this in. We'll hit run on that, and we'll try and one-shot that as well. In the meantime, we can run another tab inside Gemini, select 2.5 Pro. We're going to plug this in, hit canvas, and we'll see if Pro can outcompete Flash. And that is the drums thing. The only thing that I don't like about this is there's no sound on this, right? And the whole point of the prompt is to have sound, I believe. Yeah, so it should have audio inside here. There's actually no audio when you play this back. So I'm going to go back inside Flash and say there's no audio, add audio. Hit enter like so. Gemini is still coding out dopamine drums, and we've got the Space Invaders ready to go over here. To be fair, this looks nicer, but you see how the blocks are not moving side by side? And also the colors are so dark, you can't really play it properly. That's nowhere near as good as the output that we got from 2.5 Flash. So we should have the code back pretty soon from Flash-Lite preview in a minute. Let's see how dopamine drums is going inside Gemini. So I'll go into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, right, diagram of a crocodile. That's going to generate the image. In the meantime, we'll use Flash-Lite preview. And we'll say, based on this diagram of a crocodile, make a crocodile pinball video game, single HTML, just a one-shot it. So wait for that image to load in the background. In the meantime, let's have a look at Dopamine drums. That is taking ages to code out, even for Flash-Lite, which is surprising. And it looks like Gemini 2.5 Pro is ready to go with Dopamine drums. Let's see what we got here. Oh, no, that was horrible. All right. So this seems to be stuck at coding. I think that's going to take absolutely ages. So I'm going to just pin that in the background and we'll come back to it later, see if it actually manages to finish the project or not. In the meantime, we'll take the diagram of the crocodile and we'll turn that into a pinball game and see if we can code based on the crocodile diagram. So it's coding out, it's having a go. So let's try that out. All right, we've got the HTML back now already. Let's copy that. Honestly, I didn't like the Dopamine drums, but it still did better than Gemini Studio. There we go. All right, so that's the game. It says real gameplay would require JavaScript to animate the ball, etc. So I'm going to take that and go back here. I'll say make the UI more fun and interesting. Add JavaScript inside the HTML. Animate the ball, flippers, and score. Turn it into a proper game. We'll see if that can actually do the job, because right now that was terrible. Absolutely terrible. All right, so it's mixed. It's very mixed, to be honest. Let's go on to the next one. I'm going to say build the game Sonic as a single HTML. We need to switch on thinking mode actually as well. Plug this in. See what we got. Total trash. I would not play this game. What are we doing here? So we totally failed on the Crocodile pinball game. But we do have the Sonic HTML. Let's test that out. Let's see what we got here. It's playable. The graphics are not great, but it's basic, right? Make the character more fun and interesting. Make the UI more beautiful. Design the whole thing to induce more dopamine. And see what we get back. That was pretty average, to be honest. I'm still impressed by the first output from Flash Studio, but the rest have been like a bit meh. And then we'll try on the next one. So I'm going to say create a one-tap Flappy Bird game. There we go. So we've got the HTML. That's pretty cool. Let's try that again. Yeah, that is not bad at all, actually, to be fair. And it coded out so quickly. It actually works as well. Sometimes these AIs design the tests so that you can't get through the little spaces, but that works. I like that. Let's see what Gemini Pro comes back with and see which one performs the best. To be fair, the Gemini 2.5 Pro is a lot nicer, but Flash did a decent job there. I don't mind that at all. So let's go into the Sonic game now, see if we've got something better here. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. We're flying. All right, pretty cool. So yeah, it's got a lot of potential, Flash 2.5 Lite preview. I like it so far, from what I've seen. Is it insane? I'm going to say probably not, but it does a half-decent job. So feel free to get this inside the AI Success Lab. What this actually comes with is all of the prompts from today, plus a cheat sheet on exactly what Gemini 2.5 Lite is and what it's different, etc. Also, you can get all these different courses on the left-hand side, as you can see, so all these different trainings. And additionally, we're just giving away new free trainings every single day, like you can see. So if you want to get this stuff, link in the comments description to the AI Success Lab. It's all completely free, comes with 11,500 members. Additionally, if you want to connect with me personally, the only place that I handle DMs, reply to people, give people help, support them, etc. directly is inside the AI Profit Boardroom. What you can also do inside here as well is you can request automations, the AI automations from us, and we'll just build them out for you, create a personalized video for you, and then link directly to the tutorials and the workflows for implementing this stuff. So for example here, a girl was asking a question, we gave him links to exactly how to implement this, and this was the same for 63 people last week. So if you want someone to just build automations for you, we can do that and handle it inside the AI Profit Boardroom, along with 3 weekly live coaching calls that actually get recorded if you can't make them. And additionally, it comes with all my best NA10 workflows, templates, tutorials, etc. like you can see right here. So feel free to get that link in the comments description. Prices are going up in 26 more members, 750 members, right? The prices for this will increase. So make sure you sign up now before you miss out. And if you're like, okay, I just want you to implement all this stuff for me, feel free to get that inside the link in the comments description. You can book in a free AI strategy session. And on that call, we can look at your time, audit your time, figure out a game plan for implementing and saving you time with AI. And then from there, we can implement it for you. So we can actually build the automations and install them for your business. So feel free to get that link in the comments description. Appreciate you watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.